Call the meeting of Finance and Personnel Committee to order. It's 7:05 on Wednesday, August 7th, 2024. And present here today is myself, Donnie Kern, and
Chris Dubé.
Mike is going to be available on Zoom, is just not here at this point in time.
Here he is.
Yeah. Public comment? Anybody online or anybody that wishes to give public comment?
Nope, I'm in now.
Mike, we started the meeting, we're in public comment on the agenda. You want me to continue or do you want to chair?
Please continue.
There to be nobody online. Okay, the next minutes from June 12th, 2024. It's a pleasure.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
I'll second it.
Made and seconded to approve the minutes as presented. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign, motion carried. Library report. Christina? You're on. Sorry to make you wait.
That's fine. Can you hear me okay tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Things are super busy at the library right now. It's our busy season, so we like that when school is out. So we're getting about 700 people a week in the library in the 6 days that we're open. And checkouts are about 5,000 materials a month is where we're at. So that is considered busy for us. We continue with our story time. But in August, we do special story times where we invite community organizations to come in and read to the kids. So this week we had a woman from the American Heart Association, kind of an AmeriCorps combination role, talk to the kids about healthy eating, nutrition, those types of things. So we have different people coming in every week. So that's good. On Monday, we had a Pokemon event that was like surprisingly super popular. We didn't realize how popular that was. So that was kind of cool to discover. And then last night I had a board meeting, but some of my coworkers and friends of the library were at National Night Out and they said it was a great turnout too. So I think the packet was included in, or the library report was included in your packet, or you should have received that. So happy to answer any questions, receive any feedback you have, or things that you would like to see at the library too.
Thanks a lot, Kristen. No other questions? Cool. Keep up the good work. Impact fee report. Showing 13 for the year is quite a bit down from over last year and last couple of years.
Yeah.
Only one in July. Has there been any others since then, or just kind of come in, or just that one up?
Yeah.
And one in June?
Yeah. Pretty slow.
At WB LLC, is that new payee coming in on that?
That is a commercial building on Churchill. I think it's Churchill.
Yeah, that one in the back there?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Any questions on? Any more questions on the impact fee report?
For me.
Hearing none?
Nothing for me.
Okay. Department head meeting report.
So we did meet today, and discuss the upcoming budget schedule for 2025. Joel gave a report on National Night Out and, tubing so far this year and, the concert, traffic, parking. Seems to be going pretty well. With the new route, and tubing has been pretty quiet, which is pretty. And National Night Out was a pretty.
Very
good
well,
event.
very
Yeah.
well attended. I was there last night and they
Yeah.
ran out of hot dogs and everything.
sure
Yeah.
did.
Yep, so, and Christina talked about her story time stuff, and they are working on their budget as well, the library board is. And Bob talked about, Growing Wings is getting close to being open. And, there's going to be a groundbreaking for Lowell Peterson's property on Main Street. I think it's tomorrow.
I'm sorry, you said
Tomorrow,
property, grand opening tomorrow,
groundbreaking.
groundbreaking for over here, okay.
Mhm. Maybe I did say grand opening, I don't know. Trying to remember the other, just a little catch up, but mainly it was, that the budget schedule is going to get into full swing here, starting in September.
What, with the budget schedule,
Mhm.
what do we kind of know how that's gonna lay out? Was it gonna be August, or September, October, three
Uh,
meetings in October again, and then,
Yep.
and then approval in November then?
Yep. Yes.
And November, does that have to be,
It has to be the third Tuesday of November. It has to be passed by the board.
but all, we have to have three meetings, right?
You don't have to.
Oh, okay.
We typically have at least two, just to iron everything out, and then we're always waiting for some number from the state. Or the insurance numbers, so it seems like,
We have contract negotiations this year too, right?
yes,
And when does that contract expire?
the end of the year.
Okay. Yeah, at the joint, village and town meeting, there was, we have a meeting scheduled for, help me out with that.
Probably September.
Yeah, for budgeting,
Mhm.
and then them numbers will be just inputted in them?
Yep.
Okay. Anything else? Any questions?
No, I guess maybe just talking about the budget here. I know, last year we were kind of heard last at the ninth hour as far as trying to look for different health plans and insurance. Are we, do we have that information, Andrea, to try to tackle that early on this year?
Well, our current providers have to have the information to us at the beginning of October. So, I don't have anything yet. They usually wait till the beginning of October.
But there was, we were going to, he did jog my memory on that, we talked about
Looking
getting different
at-
options and stuff.
Mhm. Yep, so
So-
as soon as we can, I'll get that from Jay Counter. Mhm. Yep, I have it in my notes from last year.
Thank you.
Anything else, Mike?
No,
Okay,
nothing on that.
okay, next item on the agenda is 2024 budget to date and fund balances. We pay off the tenor. Yeah,
No, we can't pay it until they deliver it.
right.
So I keep asking Travis, when is that coming? 'Cause I wanna write the check
Right.
and be done with that, so, but now he's saying sometime this month?
It just keeps kind of,
Yeah,
kicking the can down the road a little bit on that.
yeah,
I didn't know if they still issued the check, because I know it was scheduled to deliver in June,
right,
and that's why I didn't know if it was.
yeah, I don't have an amount,
Okay,
so.
okay.
I'm gonna need that.
It's higher,
We have a estimate. But,
it's higher than the original,
yeah,
because I was approved on that one.
Andrea, how about the refuse and recycling hauling? How come that's up so much this year?
that is the Olson contract. So we collect the money and then we pay them.
Right, why is it so much farther over budget than it should be for this time of year?
I don't
Did we,
know.
did we not budget enough for it?
Well, it's an offset in the revenue. So. We've collected so far 154,000. In revenue. And we've paid out. 127,000. So I'm not seeing where. I don't see where. That's over.
Just at,
We look at the revenue amount,
yeah, the 70% of the revenue where it should be about 50% or whatever. Just wondering why it's different in price or is,
no, that would be 7 months worth of collections. So. That's true. 'Cause this is through the end of July.
all right, no worries.
It should be okay.
I'm curious about the building inspector services. Seems like there was a large chunk this past month. I think it's third of the budget, actually.
That's another one that. We collect the fee and then we pay it to him. So, that could be that. Commercial building. Was included in there and that's a higher fee.
Right. 'Cause it's-
Yeah, so if you look at the revenues on page. 2, it's like 5 or 6 lines down. We had. We've had 52,000 collected, there was 4,500 in July, that would be the June. Payment though. June finance collected. We paid out 44,457.
Looks good to me.
And I think
On the
all
parks.
the money behind
That's what I was thinking. So it takes time to process things.
it. Yeah. Yes, honey.
There's isn't there a revenue spot for like, use of parks and stuff like that?
Mhm. Yep.
I'm trying to find that.
That is. Page to,
Second page,
yep. How about pretty much halfway down? Just above where it says public charges for services in bigger letters.
Okay.
It's 2 lines above that.
that's the athletic field usage fee?
Yep.
But isn't there one for using the parks too?
No,
Like if somebody wants to reserve the park, they just reserve it, there's no charge for it?
if they use the concession stand, they have to put a security deposit down.
Just a security deposit, oh, okay.
I'm just curious, is that for the whole year or just certain events?
The 650, that's for the whole year. Like, that would be the, I believe that was the high school softball and baseball teams, that's.
Those haven't been collected yet, have they?
Yep, that's that money that's in there.
The 650,
Mhm,
was that for last year or this year?
for this season.
Okay, well, any other questions? Mike, I know you're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good to.
Unfinished business? Skirts, I think that was all
That
sent
went
out
to the
to them.
board.
Are they ordered or?
I did not order them because I emailed Mike right away and said I can't click on the link that he sent me, so I can't order them.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I reset everything, but I'll double check and get it to you.
Okay. New business, A, pickleball courts, Larry Forest Memorial Park.
I thought we could have a discussion about that. It's something, pickleball's definitely the up and coming sport. And, we use the one at Larry Forest or Betts Park quite often, and it's pretty full when we're there. I believe it's like 28,750 or whatever to help redo one of the basketball courts and make 3 pickleball courts and still keep the basketball court, I believe.
That's to convert one basketball. I think we have 4 of them there and you're converting to 1 basketball, 3 pickleball courts, resurfacing and 3 sets of posts. And playing lines, $28,500.
Mine says 2750.
I'm sorry, you're right. 28,750. Thank you for the correction.
This is something that'll have to go be considered with the budget for 2025.
Yep, and that's what I'm trying to bring it up for now, so we can look at it and see if we can plan for it for next year.
Now, there was some discussion, I think, back and forth about this, at Public Works last year, so, I think we could probably kick that around at budget time, I think there's gonna be some additional shared revenue coming in from the state, kind of equal to what we had last year.
Yep.
So, whether or not that's gonna, go to the parks or go to roads or wherever it's gonna go, nobody knows, but, it'll be a good thing for discussion. I know it did gain a lot of support from the committee, and we can always kick it over to committee to see, but, I think right now it's appropriate. If you want to put it, and look at it and see if we can get it into a budget, I think Bob mention something about potentially putting it in a capital expenditures or something like that, I can't remember.
Yes.
Is that what?
But if we could just table it till next month, so it just is fresh in our brains and we can discuss it, just keep the
You wanna
conversation
send it
going.
to Public Works,
Well,
wouldn't it be appropriate to discuss at Public Works?
Public Works already kind of gave their blessing on it, we just need to come,
And the
we
money
need,
for it.
we need to figure out where the money, goes.
Right.
It was like last year, we got a chunk of, we appropriated 25,000 and then
Right.
Public Works said, okay, where are we gonna spend it at? So we painted Larry Forest, painted all the different parks
You
and,
got some goats.
pardon?
You got some goats.
And Brandon got some goats, yeah, but, and so anyways, yeah, so I think it's a good thing to bring up. We can see if we can afford it,
Mhm.
and then it's a big dollar item,
Yes.
so if you want me to have further discussion with it at Public Works, I can.
Yeah, it's up to you, but as far as, I think for personnel and finance, we just table it and bring it up next month.
Next month here or during budget discussions?
As long as we just keep the conversation going, I don't really care either way.
Budget. Would be appropriate.
We'll I'll put it on the agenda for the Public Works next week. And we'll also there's probably gonna be a number of things that we're gonna probably wanna talk about is, there was some discussions about a lot of things from replacing the pea gravel with a different type of mulching system for handicap accessibility and stuff like that. So there was numerous things that were thrown around as far as costs. And we're taking it one step at a time, trying to get some stuff improved. Discussion, possible recommendation, participation, St. Croix EDC housing program.
Andrea, did you put Bob's emails at all in the packet? About the,
No, cause he just showed me the email and then on paper, and then he sent me the invoice. So can you kind of explain what it is?
yeah, give me a second to try to, I'm going through different tabs here.
They're doing a countywide housing study. And are asking communities to participate and pay a portion of it. Our portion would be $2,000. But this is not a budgeted item again. So we just have to find.
I would hate to wait till next year to get involved in this housing study when our portions at 2,000 is really cheap for what we'll get. Is there a place we can find 2,000, Andrea?
I will look for, the board meeting.
Is this something you need approval on by the village board then? You looking to make a recommendation on this, Mike? I
Make a rec-
don't have enough information on this. I haven't seen anything other than the invoice.
Well, if you would feel, go ahead, Andrea.
Oh, sorry. Do you wanna just bring it to the board for discussion?
Well, I mean, what's all involved with the study? Who's taking care of it? Is it St. Croix County?
They're
Housing?
doing all of it.
So the housing authority is handling it. Are they gonna send a report back to us? What are we gonna get
I
out
would
of the
assume so.
$2,000?
I would assume
How
so.
many other municipalities are involved?
I have no idea.
That's the kind of stuff I'd like to kind of get, I mean, if we're the only guys. If all the other municipalities are involved and you have a St. Croix County, I mean, they're basically spreading this cost across all the different municipalities, and I'd say, it's worthy of us, participating, because we're gonna get the full gamut. But if Baldwin and several other, municipalities don't participate, then, is that price gonna go up?
I think Ryan actually is involved with the St. Croix EDC, correct?
Yeah, am I on speaker? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, the St. Croix EDC and St. Croix County are contracting with the West Central Wisconsin Regional Planning Commission, which I serve as a commissioner on. And the West Central Regional Planning Commission was actually doing the housing study for the county. And essentially, if the community doesn't participate, they don't they don't get any data back, and their data will just be, you know, in the overall numbers for the county, there won't be any breakdown for that municipality that doesn't participate.
So on the planning commission for it, what data, what's the report gonna involve or entail?
I can get you a sample of what we produced last year for Eau Claire County for the board meeting. You have an idea what it is, but as Mike said, it's the data we will be getting for $2,000 would spend probably alone as a village, probably north of $30,000 to get.
I didn't.
I didn't quite catch the number that you said,
I,
Ryan.
I would say it'd probably be north of 30,000 if we did it alone.
So is this done on an annual basis?
No, this has never been done in recent years. So,
Yeah,
You
it's
mentioned
definitely long
your-
overdue for St. Croix County and for
Perfect.
Somerset. And I did forward you guys the email from St. Croix County Housing about the housing study.
We forward it to the full board for discussion,
Mhm.
along
Yes.
with the emails for more information on it. I'm not opposed to it, I just need to get more information on it, so I understand it a little better.
Understood.
Discussion possible recommendation, collective bargaining agreement, scheduled meeting dates.
Believe they have a proposal for you tonight, correct?
Yes.
So. Maybe you don't need to schedule meeting dates, maybe you just need to go into closed session. And then
So there's no action needed on the scheduled meeting dates, or you want to table till after closed session?
I would table till after closed session.
Okay, so I'll make a motion to convene the closed session for Wisconsin statutes 19.851E deliberate negotiation. The 2025-2027 collective bargaining agreement.
Second the motion.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call
Myself,
vote.
yes.
Mike
Yes.
Yes.
and I, motion carried. We are convened in the closed session.
7:32 PM.
I'm going to say recording hard. Still recording.
It is 8:44 and we are out of closed session. Convene into open session again. Future agenda items. I think it's important we make that we discuss the meeting for contract negotiations with the police union on September 4th to go into closed session at 6 PM. And other dates will be picked once we get more information from the insurance brokers calendar in October. Any other future agenda items?
Nothing that I have.
One, I think, thing is, doing, maybe putting on the agenda is, getting the payments for how we invoice out, or is there a way that we need to, be looking at, taking care of business if we were to, lease out a portion of the village property? I mean, we had that lease agreement. There was some discussion about that, and I think we need to kind of iron out whether or not that's gonna continue or not, but I'd like to have that on the agenda for discussion next month.
Andrew, can you email us out an update of what's going on there?
Sure.
Thank you.
I didn't see anything in the revenues on that, has there been anything in there? I don't even know where that would fall.
And I don't wanna say too much since it's not on the agenda. I
Well,
just
it's
think-
just part of the budget, but I mean, as far as looking back at the budget end of it. Is that a special item that we have like under assessment revenue or?
No, it wouldn't be assessment. I believe there's a rent. One.
Miscellaneous?
Yeah, rent is the last line on page 2.
Intergovernmental charge?
No, rent, RENT.
Yep.
It's the last
That's what I
line.
said, it
Yeah.
falls under intergovernmental.
Oh, yes,
I seen the rent, I just,
okay,
that intergovernmental charge is what I was.
yeah,
All right,
that's just the paid cat.
okay. No further business, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I second.
Motion made, second to adjourn, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned at 8:48 PM.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
Thanks, enjoy the rest of your night.
Yeah, thanks.